Hey guys, welcome to a more so movie Marvel news update. This is concerning the Disney rehiring James Gunn to redirect Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm pretty excited about this. It was announced earlier today that Disney has reinstated James Gunn as the director of Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy 3, rehearsing a decision to drop the filmmaker. Deadline was first to report the news, and Polygon, this is where I'm reading the report from, and then it's slowly popping up on all social medias that I like to follow. And Polygon has since confirmed the director's return to the movie with Gunn's representatives. Gunn was fired back in Disney in July 2018 after the series of offensive and controversial tweets that were resurfaced and publicized by far-right internet trolls as part of a campaign to discredit the director. Gunn's tweets, some of them a decade old, included jokes about rape and pedophilia. At the time, Walt Disney chairman Alan Horn called Gunn's tweets offensive and indefensible and inconsistent with our studio's values. In a statement announcing Gunn's termination, but Gunn received widespread support from comedians and actors, including the cast of the Guardians of the Galaxy films, after he was fired, believing that Gunn was unfairly targeted by far-right activists with a political axe to grind. Actors Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Karen Gillan, Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel, Sean Gunn, so so many actors, and especially most of the actors, I think all of them honestly, most of the actors that are in Guardians of the Galaxy, signed a joint statement saying they fully support Gunn, but did not specifically call for him to be reinstated by Disney. In the intervening months, Gunn was hired to write and direct Suicide Squad 2 for Warner Brothers. Gunn's reps say Marvel will commence production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 after the director wraps up production of the next Suicide Squad film, which is set to hit movie theaters on August 6, 2021. I'll talk about this after. James Gunn even went on to tweet, "I am tremendously grateful to every person out there who has supported me over the past few months. I am always learning and will continue to work at being the best human being I can be. I deeply appreciate Disney's decision, and I am excited to continue making films that investigate the ties of love that bind us all. I have been and continue to be incredibly humbled by your love and support. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Love to you all. James Gunn," with a little heart emoji. So, first things first, I'm pretty excited about this, honestly. Now, there is positive and negative from the whole thing about James Gunn, about the tweets of that was from years ago, like over 10 years ago or so, where it was a stupid tweet, which I had just said, it was a pedophilia sexual joke that was from years ago, that if it was now, if it was say before he got fired, if it was a year prior or so, I could see him never getting hired back by Disney because of that alone. But since it was years ago, and a lot of people who even support James Gunn and are always around him, and throughout the past couple years, they support him tremendously, to where they know he was a different person back then. Even his own brother has confirmed this, saying that he was totally a different person back then, to where they kind of despise each other almost, from what I heard. And like I said, it was over 10 years ago or so. And for him to get fired for something for a dumb little joke comment that was around 10 years ago or so, that's pretty outrageous. Because even around that time, jokes, even on social media, are just jokes. Nowadays, any little thing can be taken to great consequences, to where just like that, Thanos' snap, you're terminated, or you're it just, anything you say, you have to watch, you really have to watch what you say nowadays. on any social media platform, to where it'll come back to bite you. Like, it's pretty crazy. But I don't know. It's like that's what I'm saying. If he had tweeted this, say, a year or two ago, I wouldn't picture him getting hired back with Disney at all. Honestly, I am pretty happy and excited for this. I'm happy for James Gunn that he got hired, because I am a fan. I'm a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm a fan of his work for it. It would be very hard to picture how Guardians of the Galaxy 3 would be. It's hard to picture how someone else would take James Gunn's work in, like, you know, from what he's done. You know, like, it'd be very hard to picture that. Like, I don't think it would have been the same if James Gunn didn't direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's kind of interesting though, because James Gunn, he's kind of going to be working for both sides, DC and Marvel. If I was James Gunn, and if I had to choose which one just to stick with, DC or Marvel, I would go back to Marvel, because you did that one first before DC. And not so much did that one first, but it's like, I don't know, it's like we've already seen what you were able to do with that, and you know you're gonna do a great job with the third one. But it's very interesting though, and it makes me think Suicide Squad 2 is going to be coming out in 2021. I'm pretty sure the film, like, production and all that, will be done around 2020 of next year or so, like maybe towards the end of it. And then they'll be editing it and to get it out by the date of 2021. So I'm guessing maybe towards the end of 2020 is when they'll have it be ready. So it's kind of sucks that we would have to wait about almost 3 years for the next Guardians of the Galaxy. That sucks. Like, Like, I kind of felt like, if anything, we would have gotten another Guardians of the Galaxy at least maybe in production towards the end of this year. And that way it'll be out maybe, say, by next year around the holidays. That's how I would see it, for it to be in ties with Avengers Endgame, you know, for it to be sometime after. I don't know, like, dang, like, this could be kind of hard to picture. We have to wait that long for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But let me know what your guys' thoughts on down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this little talk. Yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are about all this in the comments down below. Like, favorite, subscribe. Until the next one, guys. Bye.